Hi, welcome to Wags Cancer Journey. I'm Wags, and this is my cancer journey. Gonna have to keep it small, short, and sweet today. We are getting close to rock bottom. Not feeling good at all. Sleep is at a premium. You measure your sleep in minutes, not hours. The coughing is so severe that your ribs and stomach hurt from dry heaving, and that upsets your stomach and actually gives you, you end up with a headache because you're pushing so hard that you end up with a headache. So you get a headache. The throat feels like somebody put a grinder in it with a wire brush on it. And then your ribs and stomach and everything, your whole body aches from dry heaving so much. And so we got to keep it kind of on the matter-of-factly, and we're going to move on. The weekend went okay, and actually felt pretty good on Monday. And I got done with radiation and went and seen Dr. Burr. And I felt so good, he wanted to up my meds. He says, I think it's time. And I said, Doc, I am not taking any OxyContin yet. I'm not even taking Tylenol in between the pills. I don't know why we're going to up the meds. And he's like, it's time. He says, but if you really don't want to, you're doing so good, handle it. I said, all right, I'm going to do that. Now, he knew what was coming. These guys are on it. So I went home Monday and had just an absolute horrible day. Coughing and ripping my sores open in my throat and down the side of my tongue. There's got to be 20 of them. Just big blisters that just pop. So there's open wounds. And, excuse me, I got to drink as much as I can. I got to keep my whistle wet. And so I had another appointment Monday with a nutritionist. And she said, get on my chart on your phone and message them immediately. She actually cut her deal short so I could message them and say, hey, I need my meds upped. I'm having a really bad day. And at this point, Monday afternoon, I ended up taking an oxycodone. And side note, I will jump cut and edit some of these out, but I want the person who's going to be going through this to see where they're going to be at after 6 weeks of radiation. I got radiation next week as well, and we'll get to that. But I want people to see what they're going through, so I will jump cut. You'll see some jump cuts. I will edit some of this out, but I want people to see what they're going to go through. So they upped my meds within minutes. And Jerry went and got my meds, and I was able to up my dose Monday evening, but I was on Oxy by then. And I was kind of in and out. A lot of pain. Tuesday, I went to the radiation, and didn't really have a lot of, it was kind of in and out, but they knew I was really sore. And I was. And I just tried to manage the pain. It takes a day or two for these new meds to catch up. And they told me that. So I was living on Oxy on Tuesday. Wednesday, I go in, do labs, went down, did radiation, went up, sat, waited for chemo. They called me in, and they took me into this other waiting room, or not waiting room, not where they give chemo, but a doctor visit room, and said, hey, look, your red blood cell count is too low. You're too sick to do chemo. They're not even close. We're sending you home. I think my red blood cell count was in the 80s. It needs to be 100 minimum. And they really chalked that up to week after week after week of chemo. And the 6th week of chemo was going to just be too much. So because I'm doing radiation next week, they said, well, we'll just do chemo next week, and it'll be your last chemo. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's the way it's got to be, it's the way it's got to be. So they told me I was going to start feeling better, but they did give me a bag of fluid, by the way, because I was for dehydration, just to get me topped back off. So Wednesday I went home, kind of relaxed, didn't do much. Thursday I actually felt pretty good, and I think that was a lot, was the bag of saline they gave me. I didn't feel too bad Thursday. I got some stuff done. I got lawn mowed. I got some stuff done around the place here. And I was feeling pretty good, and it's another day removed from chemo. And Friday, I went in and did radiation, same thing. The chemo leaving your body, as slight as it is, I know there's still a lot of chemo drugs in me. I feel better. Everything is just concentrated on my throat. The Oxy does take the pain away from the chest. Doesn't do nothing for a headache, so I had to do something with that. And the throat is so off the chain, it barely makes it so you can eat something. And so let's get to that. I've been eating a lot of eggs, sliding those down. Oatmeal's getting to be too rough. A lot of shakes. I need to be doing more shakes with Boost in it and peanut butter. And they're pretty good, by the way. Jerry makes a pretty marvelous one. But I get some calories with that, but I'm not getting nearly enough. So Monday when I went in, I had lost 21 pounds in 2 weeks. This Monday when I go in, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be at 30 pounds in 3 weeks, according to my scale inside. I'm still not too concerned about that, and I'm not getting a feeding tube, because I have some news. Big news. So I was going to go through radiation Monday through Thursday. Friday's 4th of July. Boom, boom, boom. I was going to have to come back Monday for my last treatment. But they decided if I wanted to, they would do treatment Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday I do chemo, so I do labs at 7, radiation at 7:30. Go up at around 9 by that time the drugs are made and we're ready to go. Get the results all done. And I should be ready to go. Should be out of there by 12:15-ish. I'm done with chemo. I'm going down at 1:30 and doing radiation again. What's that mean? Thursday, July 3rd, will be my last treatment. Last radiation. And I will already have had all my chemos that I need. So I'm done. So I'm looking forward to that. Now I know the next 2 weeks after that are usually really bad. So this week, next week, and then the following 2 weeks are usually the worst. Will I have the voice and everything to do this? You're going to have to tune in to find out. For all you naysayers that are out there rooting against me, keep doing it. I appreciate it because I'm going to prove you all wrong. For my team at UW, I doubt you watch this, but if you do, and you can push this on to somebody that's going to go through this, they're scared. I see their faces. They're just starting. I'm almost finished. It's scary. Maybe we can help them, turn them on to this. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Man, they knock it out of the park. And I got such a good team at home. Amanda come down on Monday and visited with me on her day off, all the way from Toma, just to sit with me for a while. Tony came on Wednesday to do the same thing. I couldn't ask for two better best friends. And their spouses are so supportive. My family, they're bending over backwards for me to help me out. I can't thank them enough. Brittany and Darlene and Tyler, Kaya, everybody's helping. And Jerry, I wouldn't be able to go through this without her. And she's always on my side. She's always got a little mother hen in her. But that's okay. If it's going to keep me going, then I'm going to do it. So, let me do this. I thank everybody. And I'm going to forego the 22 a day till Valhalla Project. Go there, buy something. Because it's time for me to shut up. I had to take an oxy to even shoot this. So believe it or not, you're getting me at my very best for the day. But for Jim, Wag's Cancer Journey, take care of one another, and I will see you next week.